All right, Phil Wernette, all-level CrossFit. This is the best hour of the day, lesson 12, seeing dynamic movements. So John and Steph, we're going to go through the med ball clean. So we're going to break down the med ball clean. Stance position, you're going to start with feet just outside of the med ball, kind of over top of the med ball here. And let me just show you one real quick. So it's going to look like so. I'm going to have the laces facing out. And as I go ahead and set up in the deadlift position, hips are down, core is tight, arms are straight. I'm going to shrug, extend, and pull myself under into a full squat. And then go ahead and stand. So key points, maintaining tension. You're hitting that full extension, and then you're not curling the ball. You're kind of loosening your hands and then landing in a front squat. So let's go ahead, get over top of the ball. We're just going to do a deadlift with it first. So what that's going to look like is over top, we're just going to come up to full extensions. So hips are down, core is tight. Go ahead, John, move over the ball a little bit more. There you go. Steph, feet out a little bit more. Go ahead, back tight, hips down, John, just a little bit. Eyes up. Go ahead and stand. Good. John, open the hips a little bit more. And back down. And stand. And down. John, I want you to drop your hips a little bit more and hips and shoulders rise together. Go ahead and stand, hips and shoulders together. Good. And down. And one more. And stand. Good. And down. All right, now we're going to add the shrug in there. So what that's going to look like is I'm still going to set up same start position, feet outside of the ball, over top. I'm going to deadlift and shrug at the top. And if that ball feels weightless, that's fine. That means you're imparting energy up. So go ahead, start position. You're just going to add that shrug. So Steph, come over the ball a little bit more. Feet to the outside. Yeah, there we go. All right, go ahead and deadlift shrug. And drop back down. Hips down just a little bit, both of you. Okay. Go ahead. Hips and shoulders rise together at the same rate. And stand and shrug. Good. And down. This time when you do that shrug, I want you to shrug and then relax your shoulders. Okay. So again, and deadlift shrug. Good. Okay. And go ahead and set it down. All right. We're going to do front squat now. So we're going to assume we caught it up here. Right now we're going to work on getting ourselves into this nice, good upright front squat. So from here, hips go back, initiate it. Knees track over the toes. Med ball stays right here in front, and the elbows are stacked under it. So you're not pressing that ball from the outside. So go ahead, get that ball up into the front rack position. Steph, elbows up, kind of underneath it a little bit more. John, maybe not so high, just down a little bit. There you go. All right, so when I tell you, you're going to go ahead and squat, and hips back and down squat. Steph, elbows up. John, a little bit deeper. All right, and back up. So John, work on that depth. Steph, I want you to keep those elbows up throughout. And back down. Squat. Knees out. And stand. Good. Steph, drive the knees out the whole time. And squat. Good. And stand. All right, go ahead and set it down. John, if you have the mobility, try to work on getting a little bit deeper in that front squat. So when you receive it, instead of receiving it in power. All right, so now we're going to work on pulling ourselves under. So we're going to go ahead, start in this shrug position. You're going to shrug and drop. So key thing here is you're not curling this. You're essentially just loosening your hands and rotating them around and under. Okay, so again, here, rotate and drop into this full squat if you can, as much as best possible. Keep the elbows high when you go ahead and pull yourself under. So shrug and drop. Good. And stand. Steph, I want you to pull yourself a little bit deeper. Drop a little bit deeper. Keep the elbows up though. Go ahead and shrug. And squat. John, you curled the ball. So go ahead and stand. So instead of curling that, I want you to loosen those hands and allow them to slide around. And shrug and squat. Let's go ahead and redo that one. Stand. Don't let it go completely. All right, so shrug, and last one here, and squat. Make it good. Good. All right, go ahead and relax. Okay, we're going to put it all together. So you're going to deadlift, shrug, pop, and pull yourself under, okay? So some things that I've noticed, make sure you're keeping your elbows high. If you have the mobility, try and pull yourself into that front squat position, nice, right in front of your face with knees out. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up just over top of the med ball. And go. Okay, go ahead and relax, set it down. John, I want you to extend a little bit more. You kind of come up just a little bit and didn't open the hips all the way. I want you to be more patient, extend, and then pull yourself under. All right, and go. Good. Okay, go ahead and stand. Steph, same thing. A little bit more extension. All right. And go ahead and reset. And go. Steph, you curled the ball. Okay, so go ahead and stand. This time last one, I want you to make sure that you're loosening it. You're not rotating that ball. You're not curling it. And go ahead and reset. Last one here. Make it good. And go. Good. And go ahead and reset. All right. A lot of progressions on that one.